Hello Internet, Kate here. Tonight I want to talk to you guys on a serious note about the future. Because there's been the North Carolina thing, against gay marriage. And then more recently today, not that long ago, Obama spoke out and said that he was pro gay marriage and stuff, and that's pretty cool. But there's a long way to go with all the issues surrounding the LGBT community and LGBT individuals that may or may not be part of that community, because they are going through the same troubles that everybody else is. There's a lot of road we have to keep going, especially us transgendered, because not only do we have the hurdle of being the wrong gender, but we also have, most of us are also, for instance, personally, I am lesbian. Well, I'm bi, but I just like girls a lot more. I feel more attracted to girls than I do to guys. And that's life, There's trans men that are into their men. There's trans girls that are into other girls, and those issues affect us all. Then again, as a trans girl, as a trans woman, personally, I've had a really easy time coming out to my friends, coming out to my family, living as in this gender, in this role, to the point where people really have no clue. Even with my voice as deep as it is, that was actually kind of by choice, because when I was getting my voice into this frame, getting it away from my guy voice, I was a little bit more high pitched, and I was like, this sounds retarded. Nobody's ever gonna take me seriously like this. And then I figured I would just lower my voice a little bit to sound more calm, more serene, more serious, more legit. Not that, not having a deep voice means that you're not, but it just makes it a little bit easier. It's I don't know how to explain it, but it sounds like you're wiser, I guess, more experienced. I don't know. At least that's how I perceive it, and I have no logical grounding on that. So don't mind me. Don't take me too seriously on that. Take me with a grain of salt. But that was my thought process, and that is why I kept my voice down here. At any rate, I'm digressing. So I figured that I'm in a great position, especially considering that I pretty much started really going into transition about a year ago, and even then I had some periods of off time. I think I had 2 months when I was back home that I stopped transitioning, and I've only been on hormones for about 6 months roughly, self-medding, which is not good, but whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So it's been only a year since I actually started going through with it, and then there's been 2 months inside that year that were kind of backwards. I've only been living for 5 months full time, so even less than a year before I started living full time. It's been a great experience. I've learned a lot, and I feel that I am in a position to help others. I mean, you should watch part of the documentary. You should watch their video, so you can see how much suffering these people are going through and how unfair it is. understand how people can justify it. Seeing another person that could be your brother, your mother, somebody in your family, something that you care about, suffering like that, it's inhumane. Because they're gay? Really? So again, this goes back to ignorance. This goes back to... Because bigotry is, and hatred and fear, they are all rooted in ignorance. They're just, pretty axiomatic that when you don't know something, you tend to be afraid of it. You tend to have animosity towards it. Unless you're genuinely curious, in which case you just want to learn. But the point is that once you learn about something, what it is, how it works, what it's all about, that's when you stop fearing it, when you stop having that animosity towards it. That's when you understand it and you become accepting of it. I guess that's the perfect analogy. The monster in the closet or the monster under the bed. At first you don't know what's under the bed, you have all these wild imaginations, but then one day you realize that there's really nothing under the bed. Nothing at all, nothing to come out and eat you at night. And that's when you stop fearing what's under the bed. I believe it's the same, if not with everything, including and not limited to LGBT issues. I think that the reason why people are afraid of it is because they don't understand it. It's something that they are afraid they cannot control. And that's why we have to educate them. That's why I'm planning to start going to this. I'm planning to going to transgender support groups here in Orlando. Initially, people told me that I should go to those support groups to get some help and whatever and resources. And I was like, fuck it. But then I realized that's just me. I mean, I'm the type of person that likes to make their own way. There are other people that are just lost, that they don't know what to do, and there's so much stuff out there that's possibly not accurate. Anything from unrealistic expectations to dangerous dosages of self-medication to just generally wrong information about gender dysphoria and about LGBT issues in general. And I realized, I can make a difference. I can grab everything I have, everything I am, everything I know, and help these people out to the best of my ability. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to go to these sessions, these support group sessions, and I'm going to be talking with these people, hopefully helping them out. I'm surely going to get a lot out of that, and hopefully this will open doors for me to do some bigger work for the community, maybe even become a community speaker because of my experiences and my personal knowledge, and my interest and my drive towards educating others. And my end goal is to end up in television, giving talks everywhere, universities, you name it. I want to do that. I want to reach out to people. I want to talk with people. I want to help them understand. I've noticed because when I was going earlier on about getting here in 1 year, it was primarily because I was camming online. I'll get my webcam and talk with people. Most of you watching this video right now should know about this or know me because of this. And as of recently, I switched from the female tab to the female tab because I figured it'd be hilarious to see if I could get away with it. To my surprise, I actually got away with it with flying colors, and I realized that if these people, that if I had come out, if they had seen me And it said that I was female or preferably transgendered, they would have behaved in a completely different way. And I also noticed that after they got to know me and they got to see me as this pretty girl, very clever, very smart, very funny, when I told them, you know what, I might actually have a penis, some of them were like, oh wow, and others were like, I don't give a fuck, you're awesome. See, and that's what I want to show to people. I want to show to people that there's nothing wrong with being transgendered, that having been born as a man doesn't make me a man. It doesn't. What makes me a woman is this here and this. Not my genitals. I mean, for all intents and purposes, everybody that meets me on the street, they have no idea. Really, I've surprised people by telling them, oh yeah, no, my ID has a different name because of gender identity disorder, and they're like, oh, whoa, wow. And then I also decided I wanted to come out and talk to people about this, because I actually talked to people on cam about it, and they became more appreciative of trans people. For instance, when I said that, hey, maybe I have a penis, a couple of people went like, oh wow. One of them said that, well shit, I turned him gay if that was the case, and another one said that if that was the case, then he would have to seriously rethink his life. And I explained to them that no, it doesn't work that way, that the fact that I have a penis doesn't make me a man. And I explained to them how, people have two main genders: emotional gender, psychological gender, and physical gender, and how they don't correspond, which is the general gist of GID. And they were like, oh, well shit, that makes sense. And I'm like, yes, that makes sense. So if I had a penis, I would not be a man. I'm like, yeah, I think that makes sense. So if I could be successful with people like that, shit, I think I can be successful with the world. If I can get people to like me, if I can get people to listen to me, just think of all the things I could do for the LGBT community, for humanity as a whole, to help us do better things for others, to be more accepting, more open to diversity. And shit, I'm no expert. I'll come outright and say that I'm not an expert, but I know how it feels, because I'm there. I'm in the front line. I'm having that very same battle every day. I've been having it every day since I was born, since I have memory. I just want to help. I've never been the social type, but I've never wanted to engage people more in my life. I've never wanted to reach out. I've never wanted to meet people and talk with them and get to know them and have them know me, know my message, and transmit it to other people. I've never wanted that any more than right now. So let's see how that goes, shall we? Let's hope it goes well. I don't know. I'm not afraid. If you guys want, you can share this with others. Although this one has little meaning to share with others, but I'm planning to make a series of videos about transition. Something that I should have done a long time ago. I just never had to drive. But shit, better late than never now. Yeah. So if you guys have any ideas on how I could approach to doing this, shoot them. I am open to any and all ideas as long as, you know, they make sense. And if they don't make sense, then shit, at least we'll laugh together, right? Or I'll laugh at you, whatever. So yeah. In other news, I got myself a brand new toothbrush. It's super high tech. It's like sonic shit. That it's supposed to clear my teeth in a week. It's supposed to make them whiter. Hopefully, because my teeth are yellow as tits. I just used it right now. It feels really good. Maybe it was really good. But whatever. We'll see. We'll see in a week. Check it out. In a week, it should be better. In other news, I'm working on a few games right now. Nothing big, and I won't talk about it right now, but I'll talk about it later. And in other news, next week I should be getting Diablo 3 Collector's Edition, so we will be unboxing that if all goes well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, if you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. Any connections, anything. There's gonna be a way to do this. So, thank you guys for watching again. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for listening to me. It means a lot to me. And I will see you when I see you. Okay? Take care, guys.